Now, the first 5 problems, you're writing ratios. Maureen, do you remember what we said a ratio was?
Yeah, let's see.
What is a ratio?
I really can't remember.
Well, give me an example of one.
Let's see. Okay. The reaction is let me see where I can't even know if I got it right now.
Give me an example of a ratio.
I can't remember this but I know it is by time cards and it now.
No, give me an example of a ratio.
A reaction is something like one maybe wrong. Uh, okay, so I can't remember now.
Well, it's just a comparison of 2 items, right?
Uh-huh.
It's just a comparison of 2 items. That's what a ratio is. So we show it as a fraction. For instance, well, let me just write here. Okay. So if we say 1/4, that's a ratio.
Oh.
That's the same as 1
Oh,
colon
yeah.
4, or we could say 1/2 4.
Uh-huh.
That's the way we can express a ratio. So it's just comparison of 2 numbers. For instance,
Okay.
if you had, let's just say you had a group and you had 6 girls and 4
Boy.
boys in the group. Now, what's the ratio of boys to girls?
46.
That's right, 4-6 or 2-3. What's the ratio of girls to boys?
6-4.
Very good. What's the ratio of girls to the total?
10.
What is it?
10.
No, the ratio. You got to give me 2
Um,
items.
um,
So the ratio of girls to the total.
uh,
What would it be?
6 and 4.
No, what's the total?
10 and all.
So what's the ratio of girls to the total?
Oh, 6 and 4.
No, the girls, when I say
It's
girls, let's see, just write it here. Girls, colon, total. What would be the numbers for girls to the total?
6 to 10.
That's it. Very good, Maureen. It's 6, plus you add the girls and the boys, and you get 10. So if
Yeah.
you wrote this as a ratio, this would be 6, colon, 10. Or it could be 6/10, or it could be 6/10. Now, if I said simplify this ratio, 6-10, what would be the simplified version of this, Maureen?
2.
6-10? You still
Six.
have to give me 2 numbers now.
Oh, you could do 2 into 6 and 5 into 10, or 2 into 10.
No, you'd have to divide both by the same number. So what would that be? What would be the
2.
2 to what?
2 to 6 and 2 to 10.
No, no, no. I want you to give me just one set of numbers in a ratio that's the same as 6-10. So what would that ratio be?
2.
No, you've got to give me 2 numbers, Maureen. Ratio is a comparison of 2 numbers. So
Oh,
what's the first number?
2.
No.
2 could go into 6.
Yeah, but 2 go into 6 how many times?
3 times.
So that would be a 3, right?
Yeah.
2 goes into 10 how many times?
5 times.
So that would be, let's simplify it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, 6 to 10 is same as 3 to 5. Because when you divide 6 by 2, you get 3, and you divide 10 by 2, you get 5. Now to simplify, it's just like it's a fraction. 6 over 10 is 3 over 5, right? So it's
Uh-huh.
a fraction. 6 over 10, okay, equal 3 over 5. Okay. So it's just a fraction, but we can also write it with a colon between the two values, or we could put the word TO between
Okay.
two values. But they all represent a ratio, comparison of two numbers. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we want to write, let's go to number 1, and this breakdown of how the company reports.
Uh-huh.
You don't really need that. What you need is the budget, because it says what is the ratio of the largest budget to the smallest budget. Now, this table here has the budget for operations, the budget for human resources, and the budget for marketing. So what's the largest budget here, Maureen? What's the largest?
The operation
Operations, and what is that value?
14.7 million.
That's right, 14.7. All right. Now, what's the smallest budget?
Human resources
And that is what?
2.1.
2.1. That's your answer. That's your answer. Got it?
Yeah.
That's your answer. Now, Maureen, let me ask you this. What is the ratio of human resources to the total budget?
The total budget.
Yes.
The total budget is they got to add up everything.
That's right.
Yeah.
So add up everything and tell me what's the ratio of human resources to the total.
Okay.
So it would be human
14.7,
resources
21, 2.1, 5.14.
So it's like part to the whole, right? Human resources to the total budget. What would that be equal to, Maureen?
That added together give me 7, 7 is 14, 6 and 14, 2 is 12, 224.
You get what?
224, but add all three together.
You get 224,
Okay, so
14.7.
or 22.4.
Yeah, 22.4. Now, what's the human resources budget?
2.1.
That's 2.1, right? 2.1.
Yeah.
So your ratio would be that 2.1 for human resources, and the total you got 22.4. That's correct. Very good, Maureen. So you could have part to part, because the one I gave you for number 1 is when it says the largest budget to the smallest, that's like part to part. The largest, that's saying like operations to human resources. Got it?
Mhm.
Okay, very good. Now that was number 1. Now we're still doing ratios. Now let's look at number 2. Now, number 2, Mr. Bain's classes were given an assignment regarding geothermal electric capacity in several countries in the year 2014. In order to begin the assignment, they had to compile this table. And here's the table. It shows the geothermal capacity by country. China, 24, Italy, 502, New Zealand, 248, Russia, 47,
47.
and United
United
States,
States
1,848.
1,848.
Now, Maureen, read number 2 and tell me what the ratio would be. Read
Okay.
number 2.
Mr. Blaine class was given an assignment regarding
No, you don't have to read that. Just number 2 right here. What is
okay. Okay. You mean what is the approximate
yes,
ratio
that's right.
of installed activities of the
No,
largest
capacity
capacity to the largest to the smallest?
of the largest to the smallest.
Yeah.
Okay, now you look over in this table, Maureen.
Uh-huh.
What's the largest
The
capacity?
USA.
That's right, 1,848. What's the
Uh,
smallest?
China 24.
China with 24. So you have 1848 over 24.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your choices, you don't see that, right?
No.
So how would you find which ratio is correct? A, B, C, or D? How would you find that?
Okay.
Because B is US to what? Russia. All right. So we said ratio of smallest of the largest to the smallest. The largest is the US and the smallest is China. So that you want largest, let's just put here. The largest to the smallest would be US, United States. Smallest is China. So this would be China. Okay. So let's just put China. And so that would be the 1848 over 24. Now, how would you find which answer is correct, Maureen?
By dividing
Dividing what?
24 by 1,848.
You mean 1848 divided by 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, the numerator you divide by the denominator. So divide that out. What do you get?
Okay.
You divide the 1848, you're correct. You would divide it 1848 divided by 24. What do you get?
Okay, let's see.
You didn't get your calculator, right?
Yeah, I got my calculator.
Oh, you got, okay. So what do you get when you divide it? Equal what?
Get the music calculator. Hold on. 1, 8, 4, 8.
Divided by 24.
771.
You get one?
I get 77.
77, right. So that's 77 and over 1, because 24
Yeah,
divided by 24
yeah,
is 1,
yeah.
right? So 77 over 1. So what's the correct answer then?
Yeah.
A, that's right. Very good. So answer A.
Mhm.
Answer A.
Uh,
Now, Maureen, let me ask you this. Okay. I want you to do something else with that table. Let's make that a little bigger. Okay. Now, I want you to find the ratio. Okay. Of New Zealand.
uh,
Okay. That's the country. And it's in the table. New Zealand to the total.
oh,
So Find the ratio of New Zealand to the total.
Oh, so we got to add up all of these,
That's right.
and then we use two,
Then
and
you,
New
then you
Zealand be
use it.
248
That's
to
right.
the total.
Yeah, you got to add up all the installed capacities
Yeah.
for the 5 countries, right?
Uh-huh. You want me to add that?
Yes, that's the only way you're going to find the ratio, right?
Yeah. Okay. I get 2,569.
Add it up.
I think so. 24.
So what did you get, Maureen?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you again.
So what was your total?
I get 8. Okay, Miss change all the numbers and put them better. Okay, 1,048. Okay,
What was your total?
16. Okay, I take that 26. 2,669.
Yes, 2,669. That's your total. Okay. Now, what is New Zealand's capacity?
248.
Okay, so that would be 248.
Two,
And we'll put colon
and
two
26.
six six nine. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, does that divide equally into by 248?
Let's see.
If we simplify that, what would it be? Equal what?
Okay, 2,669.
Divided by 248. What do you get?
Okay, divide that by 20. 240. Sorry, I messed up my numbers. Let me do it over.
2,669
2,669
divided by
divided by
248. What do you get?
248. Okay. Oh, um, 10, 10.7.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
10.76, right?
Yeah.
10.76. And you could round it to what, Maureen? What would you round it to as a whole number?
11.
That's right, 11. Very good. Because that number after the decimal point is 5 or greater, that means you bump this up 1. So you rounded to 11. So your ratio would then be what? 1 to 11. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. Very good. Now let's go to that was number 2. All right, Maureen.
Bob has 12 red cards and 20 green cards. What is the ratio of Bob red cards to his green? That'd be 12 to 20, right?
That's it. 12 to 20. That's your answer. What would be the ratio of green to red, Maureen?
Green to red would be 20 to 12.
That's right. Now, what would be the ratio of green to the total?
Okay, 20 to 32.
That's it. Very good. Just add the red to green, get a total of 32, and there are 20 green cards. Now, how could you simplify 12 to 20? What does that simplify to?
12 to 20.
Yes. What number divides into 12 and also divides into 20?
4,
Okay, so 4 into 12 is what?
3,
And 4 into 20.
5.
So that could be also 3 to 5. Right?
Uh-huh.
That would be the simplest
Uh,
number for the ratio. Okay,
uh,
very good. All right. Now let's go to, that was number 3. Let's go to number 4. Read number 4, Maureen. Can you see it? Does it need to be bigger?
a recipe for lemonade calls for 6 cups of water. To every 2 cups of mix, they can answer question 4 and 5 using this information. What is the ratio of water to mix?
But
The
what's
water to
the
mix
ratio?
is
Yeah,
6 to 2.
that's it. 6 cups of water, 2 cups of mix, 6 to
Uh-huh.
2, or 3 to 1, right?
Yeah.
Or, because sometimes your choices, if this were multiple choice, it may not have been a 6, it could have been a 3 to 1. So you divide 2 into 6 3 times, 2 into 2 1 time. So
Mhm.
6 to 2 or 3 to 1. Now, Maureen, how would you solve number 5?
How many mix would be needed for 24 cups of water were used? I would say 24 and 6. 24 what mix is the mix, right? The
Okay,
6 cups of water.
let's go back here. Now, this is where you have to create a proportion, right? Let's go down here. How much mix will be needed if 24 cups of water were used?
Yeah.
Number 5. Okay.
That'd be 24 and 6 because 6 cups of water.
So, how would you solve number 5?
Number 5. How much mix would be needed if 24 cups were used?
Okay. How would you solve it?
I would say 24 cups to 6 water.
You would say what?
Want to know how much you mix, right? You use 24 mix, right?
No,
Let me
it's
see.
24.
Oh,
Okay. How much
okay.
mix would be needed if 24 cups of water are used? So you're looking for
Oh,
how much mix.
yeah.
But you were given 6. Okay, let's just write 6 cups
Of water
of water.
to every 2 cups, or 2 cups of mix.
Yes, to 2
Yeah,
cups of
yeah,
mix.
yeah.
Knowing that, how would you find how much mix you would need for 24 cups?
So it'd be 2 to 6 is 12, right?
Are you getting 12?
I was saying this, it was 6 cups of water, the 2 cups of mix, right?
Right? So tell me, how would you set up the proportion?
Was it 2, 6 to 2?
Just tell me again.
So I would say 12.
How are you getting 12?
I using water all the time for okay. 2 mix. Or it's 2 mix.
It's 2 cups of mix to 6 cups of water. Now you have
Yeah,
a ratio proportion because you got the 24 cups of water that,
yeah.
all right, you need to know how much mix, but you know the ratio of 6 cups of water is to 2 cups of
The
mix.
cup. Yeah.
My question is, how do you set up the proportion? Now,
Okay.
proportion is just setting 2 ratios equal. So tell me how to set this up.
Or
Tell me how to set up the proportion. Setting
proportion
2
is
ratios equal. What would that be?
the 2 cups, right? The 6 cups to 2 cups of mix. So if you got 2 cups of mix to 6 cups of water,
So how would I write that mathematically?
6 to 2,
Yeah, 6 to 2, but as a fraction, what would it be?
1/3,
No, no. Keep your 6 to 2. What would it be? Okay. Okay.
I didn't get that one.
Cups of water. Let's just
Uh-huh.
let me put it in words. Cups of water. And that's divided by cups of mix. Of mix. All right. Now, let's just put our numbers here. Let's substitute our numbers here. Okay. You don't need an underline there. Okay. Now,
There's 6 water,
this would be
6 to over
equal.
2
So that's right. Because it says 6 cups of water for 2 cups
water
of mix. So that'd be 6
over 2.
over 2. So let's put
Oh,
our
I see.
numbers here. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. There you go. 6 over 2. Here's our numbers. Now, we are given what? 12 cups of water. So
Water.
this would be equal to, so now the cups of water would be what, Maureen?
12.
I'm sorry, 24.
Wait, oh yeah,
Yeah,
24.
we're
Sorry,
given
yeah. Wait,
24. I
yeah.
said 12.
Yeah.
24. And what we're looking for, how much mix, that's our unknown.
And it would be an X like an unknown.
Yeah, that's right. X in whatever.
The
Okay.
unknown.
So we put an X here. So how do we
Yeah.
solve for X, Maureen?
We multiply X six by the X, right?
That's right. Cross multiply.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what do you do with the 24 and the 2?
You multiply and it'll be 48.
That's right. So cross multiply. Very good, Maureen. Cross multiply. And that's how you got the 6x. Let's see, I don't want that alone. So you get 6x equal 48. 6x. So what is x, Maureen?
X would be, so you divide, right?
Oh, so I'm sorry, what did you say?
You say the 6X is 6X plus 2
6x is
by,
48. What is x?
yeah,
So how would you solve for x if 6x is 48?
divide?
Yes, divide by what?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, divide by 6. So what is x?
8.
That's it. X equal 8. Now, there's an easier way to do this, Maureen. You see the other way of doing it? Huh? You see the other way of doing it?
Okay.
X equal 48. That's the answer. Now,
Mm.
there's an easier way to do it. Now, look, you have 6 cups of water,
Uh-huh.
2 cups of mix. Now, 24 is how many times bigger than 6?
8 times. No, 6.
No, it's 6 times.
That's 6 times, yeah.
So then 6 times 2 cups of mix will give you 8.
I see.
That's another way of doing it. Yeah, your numbers are nice and easy to work
Uh,
with, right?
uh,
24 cups of water is 6 times and 4 times as much as 6 cups. So that means you have 4 times as much mix. 4 times 2 is 8. That's your answer. So how much mix? X equal to 8. So 8 cups of mix needed. That's your answer. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, that takes care of the ratio 1 through 5.
yeah.
We did 1 through 5. Now let's go to 6. Now, Maureen, Okay, I want you to solve number 6.
Which of the following represent the two cross products in the proportion? Okay, I do that. I put B for the answer.
You put what?
B for the answer.
You put D.
B as in
Oh,
boy.
B for the answer. You put 9 times 15 equal 12 times 20.
Yeah.
Maureen, did you set this up as 9 over 15 equal 12 over 20?
You know something? Let's see. Oh, good.
Remember,
Right
you got to
upon it.
set that up as a fraction, 9 over 15,
Okay, no. 9 over 50.
and
Okay.
that's equal to, okay, that's
9
equal to
over
12 over
50
20.
and
12
12
over 20. Now, when you cross multiply,
over
Maureen, what do you
20.
get?
Oh, let's
What do
see.
you multiply?
20 by 9 is 180,
Well, you
right?
don't have to multiply it out because you're trying to pick out the right
Uh,
products here. So you'd have 9 times 20 equal 12 times 15. Now, which one of these is 9 times 20 equal 12 times 15?
okay.
Which A, B, C, or D?
Which you say, which is
Yeah, which one of these products,
uh-huh.
these two cross products, is equal to this equation right here? Okay.
C,
9 times 20
C,
equal 12 times 15. Which one?
C.
Is that C doesn't have 9 times 20?
Oh, you said 20.
Well, remember you cross
Eh,
multiplying,
eh,
Maureen.
eh.
That's right. 9 times 20. There we go.
Oh,
12 times 15 is the same as 15 times 12. So answer A.
I see.
So what you need to do is take these two ratios and write them as fractions. Then you cross multiply, right?
Okay.
And then 9 times 20. There we go. And that only appears one place, so you can eliminate the others. And 12 times 15, same as 15 times 12. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Now let's go to number 7. Number
Serious.
7. Okay. Right, let me bring that down some. Because I think it's being covered by something. Let's see.
On
Okay, Maureen.
seniors day. On seniors on seniors day, 25% of the fans who attend the basketball game were senior citizens. What is the ratio of senior citizens to the young fans?
How could you find that for me?
Mhm. What is that for?
25% of the fans
I
were
do like
senior
I do
citizens.
I do like I don't forget I do 25% from 100, right?
That's right. Very good. You're on the right path. So, how many fans were younger?
Uh, I have let's see, it's 25%, 100 off 25%, right?
Yeah, the total is 100. And you said just subtract the 25%. That's correct. And that gives you what, Maureen?
75.
That's it, 75%. And that's the younger
Yeah, younger people.
fans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what's the ratio of senior citizens to younger fans? Now you've got the percent. You can use that in your ratio. Got both percent. So what would that be?
You want for the younger people? Or
What
the
was the
senior.
ratio of senior citizens
Uh,
to younger fans? So what would I write?
25% to 75%.
That's right. So it'll be 25 to 75.
75.
And what would that be equal to, Maureen? Simplified.
Simplify.
Mhm.
Uh,
What number goes into 25 and also goes into 75?
5.
Biggest number.
25.
That's right. So 25 into 25 is what?
1.
1. And 25 into 75.
It's 3.
That's it. So what's your
One
answer?
third.
That's right. So what's your answer?
One third.
A, B, C, or D?
Uh, B.
That's it. Answer B. Now, Maureen, what would be the ratio of younger fans to senior citizens?
3 to 1.
That's it, 3 to 1. Because now you've got younger fans being bigger, and that's the 3, and 3 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the ratio of senior citizens to the total?
1 to 100.
No.
The total.
What's the ratio of senior citizens to the total?
Let's see.
What's the
100.
percent of the seniors?
25.
What's the percent of the total?
25.
No, 100.
100.
The total is 100,
Oh, yeah, yeah, cause it's,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
what's the
yeah.
ratio of 25 to 100?
4.
Two numbers, Maureen.
Or
25 to,
5 to 100.
no, 25 to 100 is what? You got to give me two numbers.
Oh,
25 to 100 is the same as what?
one third. 1.3.
No,
4.
no, ratio.
Ratio and proportion.
So I need two numbers, remember?
1/4.
1/4 or 1 to 4. That's right.
Yeah, 1/4. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 to 4. And you're right, it's the same as 1/4. So if I said the total, then you would take the 100% as the total and the 25% as the seniors. And so the younger fans would just be 4/4 minus 1/4 or 3/4, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 to 4. Okay, very good. Let's go to number 8. Number 8. Okay, Maureen, I want you to solve number 8. Set it up and solve it.
She knows that she got 22 pancakes, can feed 88 people.
Okay, so you know you're gonna need that. 22 pancakes can feed 88 people. Okay, now you have
She
55.
was wondering how many people can she feed with 55 pancakes.
How many people can she feed with 55 pancakes? Set it up, solve it, tell me what you get. How many people can Chef Rita feed with 55 pancakes? Set it up and then solve it. Pancakes over people equal pancakes over people, or people over pancakes equal people over pancakes. So
Yeah,
set it up and then
over
solve it.
people. Pancakes over people.
And then put your numbers in and then set it equal to a proportion and solve for that one number that you're missing.
Okay. It's 88. Okay. 88 over 22. This is 22 is people.
Okay, so
No.
you putting people over pancakes? That's what you're doing?
Let me see.
Okay,
I
people.
put it, no, I put pancakes over people.
Okay, so you're putting pancakes.
22 over 88, right?
Okay,
Or it's 22 pancakes to 80 people.
so pancakes over people. Okay,
And then it's pancakes
okay, so pancakes.
over X, right?
So you have, so you trying to find how many people she can feed with 55. So 22 pancakes. So we got 22
Mhm.
feed 88, right?
Uh-huh.
So you got that over the number of people, 88. Now, what you're looking for is how many people she can feed with 55 pancakes. So let's just put in, okay, 55. Now this becomes 55, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, 55.
And
And
then the
then over X, right?
over X, yeah. Uh-huh.
No, X
Yeah.
or A or B or whatever you want to
I
call
know.
it. Okay. So solve that, Maureen. What did you get
Okay,
when you solve it?
okay, hold on.
Cross multiply 55 times 88 and then divide by 22. So what is X? So that would be 55 times 88. And the 22 is 22x. So that would be divided by 22. What do you
Yep.
get for your answer?
All right, hold on, Miss Papa. I think I do it wrong. I I
Okay.
I
Does it
got
look like this, right?
I got 88, but I do 80. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No problem. Okay. So once you solve that, let's see.
Yeah. Four. Yeah.
How many people can Chef Rita feed with these 55
Yeah, so I multiply 55
by
by
80?
88 and get 48, 40, 48, 40.
Okay. So you got 48, 40. That's correct. And you divide that by
By 22.
2, and what do you get?
220.
220. That is correct.
Yeah.
So 22. 22, and that would be equal to 220. So with the 55 pancakes, she can feed 220 people. Okay? That's the answer. So Chef Rita can feed 220
20.
people with 55 pancakes.
Mhm.
All right, very good. That's the answer. Okay, that was number 8.
Mhm.
Okay, Maureen, I want you to do number 9.
Okay, the ratio of girls to boys at their school is 5.4, right?
No, 5 to 4.
Oh, oh yeah.
Ratio, colon.
It's 5 to 4.
Mhm.
Okay. There are 120 girls in the school.
Okay, so you're working with 120 girls. The
How
ratio
many
is
boys are there?
yep. So I want you to solve it. Tell me the answer.
Okay. Okay, there's 120 girls, right?
Right. The ratio is 5 to 4. Well, that's girls to boys. So girls
120
over boys. Let's just
girls
that way
over five
make
to four,
sure.
right?
Okay. Girls over boys. Let's put boys.
That's like 5 to 4, right?
Yes. That's the ratio of boys to girls. So the proportion is when you set the ratios equal. So girls over boys equal 5/4. So let's just put this here equal
Uh,
5/4. And let's put our 4 here. Okay. Now 120 girls. So let's just put our number of girls here.
mhm.
Okay. And our unknown is number of boys, right? So there again is our unknown. We'll call it
X. Anything you want to call it.
let's call it N. Thing is, we use X so much people get accustomed to using it and think they have to use it in everything. Yeah, I
That,
know. It's just
that
A to
Latoya,
Z.
I left ending.
Okay. Now, Maureen, how would you
Uh-huh.
solve for N?
Okay. Let's see.
Cross multiply and solve for N.
Okay.
Okay, what do you get, Maureen? What did you get for N? What is N equal to?
96.
That's it. Very good. So N equal 120 times 4 divided by 5. And we get exactly what you got, 96. 120/4 divided by 5. And that's equal to 96. And that's answer B, right?
Mhm.
Answer B. Okay. So answer B. Let's just put it there. Answer. Okay, one more, Maureen. I want you to solve number 10.
Okay.
And let's see, number 10.
That is money, right?
Yeah, Manny.
Okay. Money drove 72 miles in 1.5 hours.
Oh, we
Right?
got
72 miles in one
I
and a
said
half
one
hours.
more. We had 12 on this one. Okay, so Manny drove 72 miles in 1.5 hours. So what are we looking for, Maureen?
Okay. Oops. We drive 72 miles in 1.5 hours, right?
Right.
1.5. Okay.
So what are
One
we
and a
looking
half.
for?
He's looking for, or he drives 7.5 miles in 1.5 hours. If he drives at the same rate, at the same average speed, how many miles can he go in 4 hours?
Okay, so set it up and solve it. Set up the two ratios now. You got
I will put
72
72.
and 1.5, and then you got the 4 hours and then an unknown number of
4 hours
miles. So
and
set it
on.
up and solve it.
Okay. 35.5. So, okay, that is, I know if I can do it right.
Yeah, I
Let's see.
put the 1.5 is the decimal 1.5.
I know, I know,
Easier to work with, okay?
no.
So you can put miles.
I put 72 miles
Okay, so let's put miles
and
over hours.
hours, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so what would we have here? What's the number of miles they gave us? 72, right?
Uh-huh.
And how many? What's the time for that 72?
Half hour, 1.5 hours.
1.5. So that's 1.5.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's just put 1.5. And that's the hours. Now, what are we looking for?
Looking out for how much hours, what he will drive in 4 hours.
Yeah, how many miles will that
Yeah, that he
the
will drive in
distance
four
in
hours.
miles in 4 hours? So
Yeah.
that would be what?
We put miles first, right? Or
Okay,
could
so
be
put
X or
M.
that's an M.
Okay, and that would be in the 4 hours. So calculate
Or
M.
M over X, right? Or M over N. No,
M over what?
over X.
4.
X. Yeah.
We're
And
using M,
N,
so
which
4.
is the oh no, yeah, still calling it X
Yeah, we're using M, so solve
over
for
4.
M, Maureen. What do you get when you solve it?
Okay, 4. Okay, I can do it the other way around. 7.
So you multiply 4 times 72 and divide by 1.5. What do you get? Right? 4 times 72 and divide that by 1.5.
288.
What do you get?
That's very multiply. Get 288.
Okay, 1.5. Okay, so this is divided by 1.5.
192.
That's the answer. Very good, Maureen. And that's equal to
192.
288 divided by 1.5, and you got 192. And that is the correct answer, Maureen. Very good. Okay, divided by 1.5. The 1.5 here. Okay. And that's equal to your correct answer, 192. And that's the answer what? A, B, C, or D?
B.
Answer B. Okay, so answer B. Very good. That's it, Maureen. Now we've got a couple more. So notice, Maureen, when we set these two ratios equal, that's when it becomes a proportion.
Mhm.
That's when you cross multiply and solve for the one unknown. Okay. All right, number 11. Okay, Maureen, I want you to solve number 11. I want you to set it up and solve it. I'm not gonna do anything on this one. I want you to
Okay.
set it up and solve it.
Okay. A clerical assistant earned $90.40 in 8 hours. At this rate, how much does he earn in 40 hours?
Now,
Okay.
there's a way to do this one, Maureen. You don't have to do ratio or proportion. There's an easier way, and I want to see if you can spot it.
Okay.
Because you got some
Okay.
numbers that are multiples of each other.
940. Okay. Let's see if I can get the answer.
You can use ratio and proportion, set two ratios equal, but there's an easier way to do this one. See if you have the answer.
I get answer D.
What's your answer?
D?
That's correct. Very good. Yeah, you get answer B, and you get it without ratio proportion because it says how much did he earn in 40 hours? 40
Yeah.
hours is 5 times 8, so he's going to earn 5 times as much, right? So 5 times $90.40 will give you the answer you got.
Uh-huh.
5, okay, 40. So you could really, like I say, you can almost do mental math. 40 divided by 8 equal 5. 40 is 5 times bigger than 8. Then you could take the 5 and multiply it by the $90.40. 5 times $90.40. And you get $452.
Mhm.
Answer B. Or you could set it up as a ratio, but when you see something that's related like this, then it's easier just to do it, you know, by saying my 40 hours is 5 times bigger than my 8. So what the clerical assistant earned is 5 times bigger than the $90.40. Got it?
Yeah.
Is that the way you did yours, Maureen?
I divide
Or
the
you,
9. Yeah, I divide mine.
oh,
No.
okay.
Yeah.
You set it up as a ratio and then did it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I'm saying the second way is to look at the 40 hours
Uh,
and look at the 8 hours and say, okay, 40 is 5 times bigger than 8. So the clerical assistant will earn 5 times bigger than the $90.40.
uh-huh.
Okay. And then there's just one more,
Yeah.
and
It's
that's
a long
Chef
one.
Willie's famous chocolate chip cookies. Okay. Let's see if I can get all this on one screen. Let's see if I can. Okay, here we go.
Ah.
Okay, Maureen, I want you to solve number 12, the last one.
Okay, then tell you here. Below is a recipe of Chef William's famous chocolate cookies.
You don't have to
Okay.
read all of those because
Okay.
you're only interested in the flour, right?
Okay.
Because they ask you how many cups of flour. So you
1 cup
only
of flour.
so you got a cup of flour for what?
Uh-huh.
3 dozen.
3 dozen cookies.
So how many cups of flour? So this recipe is for 3 dozen, right? And you looking for how many cups of flour for 10
There's
dozen?
1 cup of flour for 3 dozen, right?
Yes.
Then I ask you,
You see the answer?
how many cups birthday party need to bake 30 dozen cookies? How many cups of flour?
Well, no, now this recipe is for 3 dozen, so he needs a cup
Yeah,
of flour for 3 dozen.
yeah.
How many cups of flour will he need to make 10 dozen? How would you solve that?
I said 10 cups, right?
Hmm?
Okay, and 1 dozen for three. Okay, I will put cups up top, right?
Okay.
1 cup
Okay, so
for
you
three,
input 1 cup. For how many dozen?
3 dozen.
Okay. So you've got 1 cup, and let's put, you said 3 dozen. That's correct. Now, what would this be equal to?
Oh boy, 3 cups to 1 dozen. And 3 cups to 1 dozen.
And you want to make 10 dozen. So
Yeah. So I put
that would
one
be
over three, right?
1/3, and that would be
Yeah.
equal to what? You're looking for cup.
Putting,
So
yeah, one is the cup.
let's call that C,
Yeah, one
and
is
this
cup.
would be 10
Three
dozen.
is dozen.
Okay, and then this would be unknown for
Unknown
10
would be,
dozen.
unknown would be for cups, right?
That's right. How many cups? That's why I put the C there. Okay, and that's 10 dozen. Now solve that for C, Maureen. What do you get?
Okay. See, 10, right?
Mhm. So what is C equal to?
C equals to three. 3C. 3 equals to C, right?
What is C equal to?
C is equals to 10 cups, right? 10 dozen.
Well, C is what you're solving for.
Yeah.
1 cup for 3 dozen. How many cups to make 10 dozen cookies? So cross multiply, and what do you get?
Yeah.
C equal what? 10.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put C equal 10 times 1
It's 10.
and 1. And that's divided by what? 3.
Three. Three trees. Or 3 into 10 is how much?
So what is that equal to, Maureen?
Uh,
Divided by 3.
10 divided by 3 into
What is that equal to?
3.
What?
Yeah.
10 over 3 is equal to what?
They got extra 3 into 10.
Yeah, what's that equal to?
Okay, put 10, right?
10
Divided
divided by 3.
by
And what's
3
that equal to?
into, it might 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and going on.
Okay, but as a fraction,
Uh,
would that be as a fraction?
we do 1/3.
Yeah, so it'd be 3 and a third, right?
Uh,
So this would be 10 over 3 would be equal to 3 and 1/3. And that would be what answer? What answer is that, Maureen?
hold on. C.
See, that's right.
Oh, I would have never get that right because I didn't have that answer here.
No, because
Uh,
well, you divided out. You got a decimal,
I had two
but
cups. Oh, I see. Lord, you said they had the answers for it
yeah,
was
but
let's
see,
see, 2 cups.
they gave you
Oh,
fractions,
and then
Maureen.
it was two and 1/3. Oh,
You
and three and one
you got
third.
10 over 3, right?
Yeah,
And 10 over 3 into 10 goes 3 times and one remainder, and then you put that over the 3, right?
yeah, but I had missed out all those numbers. I missed out 2/3.
What
And
happened?
I write just 1/3 and 1/3. But I didn't see the twos or three.
You didn't see the
I got to look back at my phone again and make sure I get it right.
Did you have 1/3 equals C over 10?
No, when I was writing down like the answer, that you got two cups. They say you got A for two cups, right?
Right.
B for 2 and 1/3. But I
Okay.
only had one. I had 1/3. I didn't have the two. And for C, I had 1/3, but I didn't have the three.
Oh, but 10
Yeah,
divided by 3 is a whole number 3 and
yeah,
a one remainder, right?
I know,
And that
yeah,
one remainder you put over 3. So that's 3 1/3. Because 3 multiplied by 3 1/3 gives you 10,
I know,
right? 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1/3 is 3 thirds, which is
mm,
1, and 9 plus 1 is 10.
I know.
All right. Okay, man. You did good. Now, we want to do some more practice with our uh, ratio and proportion. So let me do a new share. And
Whereas me, like she dropped sleep.
yeah, I think she's not coming on because it's after 2 o'clock. Okay, Maureen, GED, math prep, ratio and proportion. Let's do some more. We want to set up proportions and solve some word problems. Okay. Now, for the ratio 5 to 7, find the value of x in the ratio x. That's 35. Okay, Maureen. Give you a chance to solve that one and tell me what it is.
Yeah.
So this would be,
Be like 5
sorry,
and 7.
let me go back. Okay. So that would be what?
5. Okay,
Over 7,
7.
right? Equal to what?
X
X
over 35.
over 35. So what is X?
7.
What is
I,
X?
I know. I know what you meant. But I ain't do it yet.
Okay. This is another one you can see the answer pretty much, right?
25.
What is it?
25?
That's it. X equal
Yeah.
25. But you could see this, Maureen. 7 times 5 is 35.
25.
5 times 5 is 25.
25.
Yes. So you can really get it without
Oh, I see.
multiplying, because 7 times 5 is 35.
35.
Then you multiply 5 by the same 5. You get 25. Or you could do the cross multiply and have 5. Okay. Let's see. Let me write it here as cross multiply. X equal 5 times 35 divided by 7. And
Yeah, wait there.
you got the answer X equals 25. That's correct.
Mhm.
There we go. So, Maureen, 1 out of 1. You batting 100. Okay, let's go to okay, Maureen. I want you to solve this one.
Okay. In a jar, there are blue and black beans. If the number of black beans is 300, find the total of beans in the jar. Or find the total beans in the jar.
Total number of beans in the jar. If the ratio of black to the blue beans is 1 to 1.
No. So we put the 300, right? Let me see, 300. Got to figure out this one. Ratios and
Think
proportions.
about this one, Maureen. If the ratio is 1 to 1, what does that tell you?
There's one kind of beans and one blue, one black, right?
Well, if the ratio is 1 to 1, what does that tell you?
1 to 1.
It tells you that the number of blue and the number of black beans
Yeah.
are the same.
Ah,
That's the only way you get the 1 to 1, right?
yeah.
So number blue equal number black. So what's the total?
2.
Total number of beans?
The total number of beans, or
Blue
total
plus
number of
black.
beans,
What's blue plus black?
blue, black is 2.
No. The number of black beans is 300.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. So what's the number of blue beans?
1,
No.
1.1, 1 to 1.
That's the ratio, Maureen. If the
Oh,
ratio, listen to me now.
okay.
If the ratio of black to blue beans is 1 to 1,
Uh,
what that means is that the number of black beans equal to the number of blue beans. You are told what the number of black beans are, right? Got it right here. 300. So how many what's the number of blue beans?
300,
That's it, 300. Very good. So what's the total?
600.
That's it. You got it.
Uh,
Okay, you got it. So 1 to 1, let me just put it here. Okay. The ratio, so you look at the ratio of 1 to 1. This is what this ratio is telling you. Okay. Ratio of 1 to 1. That means
I see now.
you see it now, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
means red beans.
It's,
Okay, number. I just put number. Number of red beans equal number of
it's
black.
great.
Okay, number of red beans. This one makes you think, right? Equal number. I'm sorry, that should be blue. Number of blue beans equal number of black beans.
Mm,
But if they gave you the number of black beans is 300, that means the number of blue beans has to be 300, right? So that's
yeah.
black beans. Okay. But the problem tells you that there are 300 black beans.
Mm,
So 300 black beans, let's put here 300
mm.
black beans. Okay, so 300 blue beans.
Uh,
Okay, so 300 black beans. So 300 blue beans.
mm,
And the total is the total of the black plus the blue, black plus the blue.
Mhm.
So beans. Okay. So total, let's just write total equal black beans plus blue beans. That's how you get the 600.
Mhm.
Add that to blue beans.
Mhm.
And you just put the 300 plus 300. So that's equal to 300 plus 300. And that's equal to 600. That's your answer.
Mhm.
Got it?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Now let's go to number 3. Maureen, that's clear?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, all right. Let's go to number 3. Okay, Maureen, you can solve this one.
A baker, a baker at a bakery can make 160 bagels in 4 hours. How many bagels could he bake in 16 hours? What is that rate? Okay. So it is like 600, 160 bagels, right?
It's how many?
160 over 4, right?
Okay.
164. How much could he make in 16 hours?
So
So
how many could he make?
okay.
Now this gives you some numbers that's related to each other.
640?
640.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's six
how
it's
did you
six
get 640?
because I multiply, I do it like a racial proportion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I multiply 160 out by 16 hours and 4 by n, which is 4. And then I divide the 2460 by 4.
Okay, so let me just write. Okay, you got 160.
And I yeah,
Okay.
over 4. 4 is the hours, right? Yeah. And then I got n over 16. Let's say do it around 640 hours per rate.
Okay, so let me just write what you said for your proportion. So you have 160.
Yeah, bigger over 4 hours.
Okay, just put it here. 160. 160
Over 4.
over 4.
And n over 16.
And you have N. That's good because you got bagels over hours, bagels over hours. Okay. And what you get for the N, Maureen?
The n I get 640.
160
640.
times 16 divided by 4. Okay, so let's see. 160 160 times 16 divided by 4. And you got 640. That is correct. All right. So
that's like a worth of 640 an hour.
that's the bagels he can make in 16 hours. Now, what is the rate per hour?
The rate per hour?
Mhm.
Oh,
Bagels per hour. How would you
yeah.
find that?
So that'd be like 20 hours, right?
No, no. What is asking, Maureen, is
What is the rate?
what is the rate per 1 hour? If the bakers can make 160 bagels in 4 hours, how many bagels can they make in 1 hour?
4?
No. 160 in
Uh-huh.
4 hours. How many can
Yeah.
they make in 1 hour? That would just be
Oh,
160 over 4,
see,
right?
4. Uh,
That would just be 160
over.
over 4,
Yeah.
and that would be 40 bagels per hour. That's the rate.
Uh-uh. Oh,
40 bagels,
oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
40 bagels, not 4 now. 40 bagels
I
per,
divided by the, I divided by the take that's 0.
yeah, but you got to take the 160.
Yeah, divided by 4, but I didn't get
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Because that's what the rate is. How many bagels can you bake per hour?
Uh-huh.
That
Uh-huh.
means 1 hour. So
Uh-huh.
160 bagels in 4 hours, that gives you 40 bagels per hour. If you took the 640, you divide by 16, but you still would get 40, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, same thing. Okay, let's look at what's number 4?
That was number 4.
Okay, number 5.
A ratio of students to instructors at a Preston university is 15-4. If the school employ 120, okay, 120 is the instructors, right?
Yeah, if the school employs 120 instructors.
Let me see, ratio of students on instructors. The students was 15.4, right?
No, 15 colon. That's not
15
point.
colon,
That's a ratio. Colon.
15
Colon.
colon 4.
As
Okay.
students to instructors. In other words, 15 students to 4 instructors. So if
Okay.
you have 120 instructors, how many students total could you enroll and keep that same ratio?
Uh,
How would you solve it?
okay, let me see. Okay. So we got 5.5 colon 4. That means the students, right?
Yeah, the students is 15, the instructors is 4.
Uh,
That's the ratio.
okay.
Okay, what answer did you get? A, B, C, or D?
Okay. I ain't getting none of their numbers.
You're not getting it, but did you set up the ratio right?
Yeah, I put 120, right?
You have 115 over 4, and that's what students to instructors equal, and that would be N over 120. Is that what you have, Maureen?
Well, hold on.
because this is ratio of students over instructors. So this is students over instructors, and you're looking for the students.
Well, it's 15/4. This is 120 students over 4 instructors, right? 4 instructors for 120, right? Okay.
Well, 15/4 is students over instructors. And you're looking for how many students total could you have with 120 instructors and keep that same ratio. So that means you want to solve this proportion for n.
Oh,
So what do you get, Maureen, when you solve for n? N equal 120 times 15 divided by 4. What do you get, Maureen, when you did that?
450.
Hmm?
450.
450. That's right.
B.
That's right. Answer B. 450. Answer
B.
B. That's right. Very good. So that would keep that same ratio. If you had 450 students and 220 instructors, that would give you that same ratio, 15/4. Okay. All right, let's look at that was number 5.
Hi, Miss Barbara. Good afternoon.
Hello, Mercedes.
Hi. I'm sorry I'm coming on so late.
Yeah, okay. You have to look at the YouTube, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What number was that, Miss?
We finished up the assignment. We're on a new set of ratio proportions that we're solving.
Okay, I look at the right there.
Okay.
You could try number 6, Mercy.
Huh?
Do number 6, come on.
That's right, Maureen. You're absolutely right. Which of the statements is used to get the equation 8a equal 9b? Now, 8a means 8 times a, 9b means 9 times b. And you have proportions set up here. And proportions, you do what, Maureen? What do you do with proportions? You cross multiply, right?
Yeah.
So, Mercedes, look at these proportions, and when you multiply, cross multiply, which one will give you 8a equal 9b? Now remember, 8a means 8 times a, 9b means 9 times b.
I'm not sure I understood. 8A.
Maureen, do you understand?
I figured out. I would say a B, but I ain't sure.
Which one you said?
I say B.
B?
B as in boy.
No.
No.
Which
of the statement is used to get
the equation 8a equal 9b. Now 8a means 8 times a. 9b means 9 times b. So which one of these you cross multiply and get 8 times a equals 9 times b? Which one, Maureen?
8 times A. D?
D, that's right. Mercedes, you see that?
I'm looking at it. Yeah. Yes. D. 8 times A.
At first I didn't get to, I didn't understand it, but then you read it, but then I understand it.
Yes, of course, because 8a means 8 times a.
Oh, cross multiply. So it's
Cross multiply.
Yeah.
If you look at D, when you cross multiply, you get what? 8 times a.
Yeah. Then the other one there, don't that match that.
Yeah.
Times
Yeah.
B.
Because which ones to have 8 times a? You don't see 8 times a on anything but D.
Right.
8 times
You
A
got 8
equal
times
9
9,
times B.
8
Yeah.
times
Because this
9,
is 8
8 times
times
8,
9. This is
yeah,
8 times 9. This is
8
8
times
times
B,
B.
yeah.
Yeah, so the only one where you get that product 8 times A is D. 8 times A, then you cross multiply 9B, then that's 9 times B. So answer D. So let's just put here answer D. Mercedes, you got it?
Yes, miss. Thank you.
Okay. Answer is D. Okay. Got it? Okay. Let's look at the next one. Let's see, that was 6. Okay. Okay, 7. Another cross multiplication.
Which of the following statement is not true?
Which one is not true?
Okay.
When you cross multiply, which one of these do you not get? 3 of them you get. One of them you do not get when you cross multiply.
If
Okay.
That's right, Maureen, you got it. Mercedes, you get that?
Mm-mm. No. She said A.
Yeah, you said A, and that's correct.
What's a 5x 7y? Okay. Yeah.
Because A says 7 times Y, but 7 is time X, right?
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
5 is time Y. So this one is the one you don't get. 5Y, 5 times Y, 7 times X, 5Y.
Mercy, let you answer the other one.
Huh?
I can let you answer the other one.
Okay. I'm assistant teacher. Okay, I will. I try.
Okay.
That's a quick observation.
Yeah, because this is a proportion. You got a ratio of X to 5 equal the ratio of Y to 7.
I was speaking from 1 o'clock till after 2. So read after 2 now so you can finish the rest. So your jaws is more relaxed than mine.
If you know I was busy on the phone, that will give me something to do. So I will look it up quick.
Okay. All right. There's another one. I want you to do that one. Tell me the answer.
I can let
Give you a few
Mercy tell
minutes
you
to
the
work
answer.
on.
I can look at it, but Mercy can tell you the
No,
answer.
you're not just looking at it, Maureen. You got
I
to
just
know
want
if
to work.
her answer is correct.
I know,
That means
I
you got
know.
to do it,
This
right?
one is work.
Okay, so I want on a map. Sometimes they have a scale where they say an inch represent miles. So we want to know here if we know the ratio between miles and inches or a foot, we can then find the distance between two cities. So I want you to.
On a large map represent 100 miles, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Represent 100 miles.
I want you to solve this one. Tell me which one is correct.
Okay. The distance between Harrison and Tyler is 328 miles. For the next inch I get my answer already. Then I let Mercy tell you she answer.
I get an answer already. Me, I
Okay.
can.
You get your answer?
Yeah.
That time Miss Barbara.
Okay, B, Miss Barbara, I can be wrong.
You said B.
I stand corrected. Let me see some. You're singing, Maureen. I guess you're right.
That's all I do when I'm home and I with myself. I
Mhm.
sing. I sing a lot of church songs. I sing all the time because I
Me
have to
too.
keep my mind employed when I don't want to get sing all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What
Maybe
did
my
you get? What did you get, Mercedes?
Um, B.
What did you get, Maureen?
I get sleep. I could be wrong too.
No, C is correct. How did you get B, Mercedes?
Oh, maybe I do it wrong. I divide 100 by 3.
Where do you get 3 from?
It's 328, Mercedes. Harrison and Tyler is 328 miles.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you do it, Maureen.
I divide 328. I divide 100 by 328. I divide the 100 miles by the 328.
Mm-hmm.
I get 3 0 4s and all down to the 9. So 9 was the highest number. So yeah,
So you get what? What is the answer? 39.
39. Yeah.
Okay, Maureen, give me your proportion. What did you write for your proportion?
I didn't write proportions. I do it from my calculator.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But you
So
have
I do it
a
wrong.
foot represents 100 miles. A
100
foot,
miles. Yeah.
yeah, a foot is how many inches? Mercedes.
3. 3 feet. What?
1 foot is how many
That's like
inches?
12.
12.
Uh-huh.
So you'd have 12 over 100, right?
Mhm.
Equal unknown over 328,
Oh, I said it wrong then.
right? Yeah, you'd have the on the map what it's showing, and that's the 1 foot is 12 inches. So this is what you'd have. You'd have 12 inches, right? And that represents 100 miles
Mhm.
equal. And you're looking for n over 328. This
Okay.
is the way your proportion will look.
Oh, I said oh my wrong.
How did you set yours up, Mercedes?
The other way around. 100 and I put X and I put 328 over 3. I cross
Where
multiply.
did you get 3?
I say 3 feet make 1 yard. I think I do it wrong. Instead of say 12.
No, a foot is 12 inches. So you
Okay.
gotta put it in inches, right? Because it says to the nearest inch. So when you cross multiply, n would be equal to what? 12 times 328
39, 36.
Times.
divided by 100. And Maureen, what did you get?
You get 39, 36.
And that rounds to 39.
Yeah.
So Miss, wait a minute. You
And you
said
round that to 39.
you
Rounded.
said 12 times 30, 328 And then divide by 100 the answer.
Yeah, cross
Yeah.
multiply, right? Isn't that cross multiplying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 times 328 divided by 100 because it's 100n, right?
Yeah.
So multiply, divide. Always divide by
You got the same answer.
the number that goes with the coefficient. That's the unknown, right? So 12 times 328 divided by 100. And that gives you 39.36. And you round it to 39. Okay. But you had to convert your feet to inches. So that's rounded. Okay. Mercedes, you follow?
Yes, yes, miss. I got that. I
Mhm.
understand.
Okay. Questions? Okay, that's like a scale, and maps are really good for that. They give you a small distance to represent miles, and you can calculate distances between, towns. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, now I want you to do this one.
The ratio of a number of men to the number of men working in a certain is 2 to 3. If the 480 women work in the hospital, how many men work there? Yes.
Is that what I need a number? Not much of a choice. So set it up and tell me what you get. Mercedes, you set it up?
Yes, I hope I do it right this
Okay,
time.
make sure now the ratio that they gave you is men to women. Don't get them mixed up. That ratio is men to women.
So men is
Okay,
men, women.
so the ratio is men to women.
So that like like 2 to 3.
Yeah, 2 to 3 is the ratio of men to
Yeah.
women, and they're giving you
Men to one.
480 women. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So if you think you're gonna get them mixed up, then put what they are. Like in other
Yeah.
words,
Yeah.
put
2 women, 3 men.
put men over women. You think you might get them mixed up, write them down. Men over women, ratio of men to women, and this would be 2
Over 3.
over 3, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what
Yeah.
are we looking for? We're looking for men,
Men.
so I'll call that a M
And yeah.
over
That's
women
right.
for 80. Now
80.
solve for M, Mercedes. What is M equal to?
That's why I said it out, miss.
Okay, so what is M equal to?
M M is equal to woman.
We're looking for men now. How many men work there? You know the
Okay.
women 480.
Okay.
So keep that same ratio of 2 to 3. What is M? Number of men. What is that equal to, Mercedes?
You mean you want the answer now?
Yes.
I
Why, you
have
think I want it tomorrow? I couldn't resist that.
let me tell
Mercedes, what's the
you.
number of men?
Okay, let me just
You cross multiply.
Cross multiply, solve for M. 2 times 480 divided by 3. What is that equal to,
all
Mercedes?
right, 1 sec. 2 times 480
Yeah.
Divided by 3.
divided by 3, you get 220. So M is equal to 220, 320, pardon me.
What did you get, Maureen?
Huh?
What was your answer?
Oh, I get 960,
So what
right?
is M? Number of men,
320.
320. That is correct. That maintains the same ratio. Now, you know, if you got something greater than 480, your answer is wrong, right?
That's
Because you
right.
have more women than men. So
Mm,
your
uh-huh,
number should be smaller than 480.
uh-huh.
So if
Yes.
this was a multiple choice, that's how you can eliminate things, right?
Oh, Miss Annie, I forgot nearly.
Questions?
I was saying I nearly forgot that I should cross multiply it.
You didn't cross multiply?
I did. I'm saying I almost forgot to cross. I was retarded.
Always, when you have a proportion, cross multiply, solve for the unknown.
Okay.
Got it?
Oh,
Okay, so I think we've got maybe one or two more. Okay. Okay, here we've got some similar figures, both triangles.
there, these two figures are familiar.
They call them
These,
similar triangles, and they are in proportion to each other. So I want you to set this up. Tell me what is the length of side N. Tell me what you get for the length of the side N.
look, look, 20M and 12M, 30M and 1M. Come on. There's three sides. This one you want the answer for number two? These two
Got a
figures are
ratio
familiar.
of 20
And
to
12,
12.
yeah.
And the similar triangle has a
Oh,
ratio of
wait,
N to 30. You
yeah, so
set those ratios equal,
it's, so
cross,
it's
multiply,
20
solve for
over
N.
12,
Okay, so you're going to get the answer of
30,
N. You say what's N?
Yeah, I want to know what is the value of N.
Oh, so
Okay.
that's like,
You finished, Maureen?
you do it, Mercy. I'm finished. I gave you time to do something. I don't want to rush you.
I want to leave you finish. It's my turn to ask you. You were asking me.
Oh, yeah, I finished.
All right. Give your answer.
What's your answer, Mercedes?
N equal 50.
What do
Yeah,
you have, Maureen?
52.
That's correct.
Yeah.
N is equal to 50. You set that up just like you do any other ratio proportion, right?
I give you time to talk because you wasn't in for a long session like me.
I know.
Okay, so we have,
Yes,
let's
no.
see. Our look is 20
Over
over 12
N over 30.
is
And over
equal
30.
to 20 over 12. Which one we're looking for? We're looking for N.
And,
So that would be 30.
No, N over 30.
and over 30.
Okay, N, oh, okay. N, oh, yeah,
Over
that's the
30.
one we're looking for. N over 30. So it's 600 divided by 12, right? So N equals 30 times, knock that out, that's 30. 30 times 20 divided by what, 12? Yeah,
Mhm.
and that gives you 50. That's your answer. Now, this is real. This is real world with similar triangles. With
Okay.
similar triangles, they're always in proportion to each other. Okay.
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 And I gave you the same side, except this is a little bigger because they're always one is bigger than the other.
The other. So, miss, if I see something like this, This
Mhm.
is where you set out to get the answer.
Yeah, this is where you set it up. Because the 20 is the same side as the end. The 12 is the same side as the 30.
Okay.
Okay. And it's not always like these because the triangle has three sides. It could be this side and this side. So it doesn't matter. It's still in proportion. Okay.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Any questions on anything we've gone over? I think that's the last of the problem.
No,
Any
thank
questions on anything we've gone over?
no, Miss, I catch on to this.
Yeah, because Maureen did a really good job going through the assignment. She could figure out most of them, even though she didn't really send me anything in. Mercedes, you sent me work, but I see you still had a problem on things. Wait, before we let me just go new share. I want to go back. Let's see, new share.
What I did, I don't know what I mixed up my answers like nothing, Miss. After I said
Yeah, I know. I was looking there. And the first one, I don't know what happened.
after I look at it and I said, oh Lord, I mixed up my answers.
The first one even, and I said, what is the ratio of the largest budget to the smallest? And all you had to do was look at a table and take the 14.7, and then the 2.1 is the smallest. And there's your answer.
Wow, what I did was the
Did
wrong.
you have a problem with that one?
Yeah, I take the biggest and the smallest and add them together.
Why would you add them?
I don't know. That's
Because it says ratio of the largest to the smallest.
all I
That's
did was
that's
just take it out. I thought I was to do some work with it.
no, it says ratio of the largest to smallest. Just look at the
Oh.
table, pick
No,
out
I
the
did take it.
largest, and then pick out the smallest, and then
Yeah,
just
I
subtract the
did.
ratio.
I did, and then I just add them together and use two to divide them and get.
No, no, you made it more difficult than what it was. It was just really
Oh,
pick the largest budget from the table and the smallest, and then put it as a
and
ratio.
just
You could
stop
have,
there.
yeah, you could have put it as a
That's it.
fraction. You could have put it as a colon. You could put the word to,
Yeah, yeah. I
right?
did pick the right answer, but then I thought I should do some more to it.
No, no,
I misunderstood.
real
Yeah.
simplistic. And I was surprised that you didn't get that one. You just had to pick out the biggest number and the smallest number. Table.
As I was saying, I picked out the biggest and the smallest, but then
Mhm.
I thought I should do more work and I'm adding and
No,
dividing.
but what does it say? Mercedes, read this. Read
Where
number
do I
one.
where is it?
Read number one.
Okay, what is the ratio of the largest budget to the smallest budget? And it was 14.17 to 2, 2 to 1.
Yeah. So there's nothing else to add to that. You just
Just
look at the table, pick out the largest, and then
and
pick
that.
out the smallest and write it as a ratio. And it could have been written like I had with the colon, or it could be written as a fraction, or you could have just said 14.7 TO word 2,
Yeah.
2.1. Either way
Yeah.
was acceptable. Okay. And then the other one with the capacity, I don't think you got that one right. This one you
That's
gave
number.
number 2.
Yeah.
You had the ratio of the capacity of the largest to the smallest. Here again, you have the table. The largest is the US was 1848, 1848.
Yeah. Mix up my
Smallest is China. So you just put 1848 over 24. And Maureen pointed out, yeah, that's not one of the answers. But if you divide 1848 by 24, you get 77. So that's answer A, ratio 77 to 1. Got it?
Ratio 7 to 1.
Yes, because the largest, you look at the table again, US 1848,
Yeah. I did get the, but I write the right number. When I look at it, I say, oh my God, I put the wrong answer for the number twice. I have it in the paper and I send it wrong way to Miss Barbara. I could myself.
Okay, the China's 24, but you don't see that as a possible multiple choice, right?
I divide just the way you say it goes, right?
That's exactly, that's what Maureen said. She said, I've got to divide because
Yeah,
she noticed she didn't have this as one of her choices.
yeah. So I
So she
divide
did,
too. I
yeah,
did it. I'm looking
you
right
did,
away. Yes,
but
I divide.
you didn't put the
I put the
answer.
right, yeah. After I said, "Oh my God, it's not these A," I'm after looking at it. I say, "Whoa, I put the wrong answer," but I did it. I do the right way. I did it the right way, like
Yeah.
the like
And I
original.
think three you had right, the 12 to 20. You had the
Yes,
red
yes,
to the green, that's red 12,
yes.
20. I think you had that one right. And then the four, the water to the mix, I think you may have had that one right. The water to the mix, the six, the two, or 3 to 1, either answer. But the one with the propulsion, I don't think you had that one right.
Okay. So
Six, because I think you left it with a question mark. So there you
yes,
just set
I
up a
did.
proportion, 6 cups of water, 2 cups of mix,
Mhm.
24 cups of water be what cup of mix, and cross multiply. Got it?
Okay, okay.
Okay.
I'll look at the what you did.
Yeah.
After this with the recording show right away.
The recording, I'll probably load it up right away, but sometimes it takes a bit to load it. I
Okay,
mean,
but
that's the system. I mean, I can start it up, but sometimes it depends on how busy the system is when I send it
okay.
through. Yeah, but I'll put the recording up right after we finish. Okay. All right. Any questions?